Welcome back. Our Take Sports Talk Show. So we're going to talk about the next part of NBA, and it's the playoffs. We're going to talk about the West. The West. Now this is going to be interesting always because we have so much parity inside the Western Conference, and this 1 through 8 is going to be very interesting. So what we have starting off, we have Golden State versus the Blazers.
Next question.
Good backcourt matchup, but that's where it stops at. They got no one to stop KD. Portland does not have a third option. It's over. Sweet, but the backcourts will go at each other.
I don't think it's going to be a sweep.
Sweet.
I think Portland will win a game. Maybe two at home.
CJ McCollum and Dame Dollars will do their numbers. It's going to be a sweep.
All right.
This season,
hold on.
This season, Golden State swept them.
Let me help out here. Let's talk about the actual matchup first before we talk about the actual.
We trying to get it out the way.
Y'all done jump way ahead.
We wasting time.
Yo, I mean, listen. Golden State, we know, is the juggernaut, that team. Is it possible that the Blazers can make them look any less than what they are? In a 7-game series.
Next question.
It's just going to be a backcourt match. Look, the only thing throughout the regular season that happened in the 4 games they played was each game got closer. The first game they lost by like 37. The second game they lost by 25. The third game they lost.
that question again.
Hold on. The third game they lost by 15. And the last game I think they won by like, they lost by like 3 or something. So each game got closer. Sweet. Question. Exactly. Next question.
Okay. But let me just say this. Barring injury, which could happen, if Golden State suffers another KD injury, could that change the actual complexity?
They went
all right.
straight without this guy.
All right, Portland.
They lost 4 also without him.
Let me just say
that in mind.
All right, Portland will win a game if someone hurts a pinky. All right.
Let me just say this. The Warriors actually, I think they benefited from KD being out because they became the Warriors before KD.
Right.
And that team was pretty good.
Right. I had to stop hating on Steph Curry for like 2.5 weeks.
Okay, so the next matchup is Spurs Grizzlies.
Next.
See, I think this series is more likely to be dominated by one team than that series. I think it's all Spurs.
That series is over already.
It's a sweep.
Wow. You think it's a sweep?
I think it's a sweep.
You think it's a sweep?
Series is over already. Series over at
You know what? I'm going to give the Grizzlies a game.
A game?
I won't even give them that.
I'm going to give them a game.
Wow.
I'm going to give them a game.
These are professional
I give them 3 quarters.
Y'all really not going to give them any? I mean,
I said I'm going to give them a game.
Oh.
I said I'm going to give them a game. They ain't talking about sweep. I'm giving them a game.
All right.
No, I ain't sweep.
Okay.
It's over.
All right. Rockets, OKC.
Okay, here we go.
Now we
can start talking. Okay, slow down. Thank you, man. It took us like, 3 minutes to get
Brody versus the Beard.
Wow.
MVP versus MVP race. Now, wouldn't it be interesting if they could actually wait until the series is over and then pick the MVP?
That'd be dope. But it's gonna come up. It's gonna come up to the others because those 2 guys are gonna do what they do. And I just think Houston has a better team.
Well, right now, Houston has won 3 out of the 4 games.
Yeah, they won the last 3.
Let me throw this in
and
here,
they won the last 3.
They won the last 3, but did they win the last 3 after or before the trade? See, now we need to know where.
I think one of those games.
One of the games was
They won
trade. 2 after the trade. They won 2 after the trade.
The margin in all 4 games is Houston scoring 115, OKC 111. Westbrook is averaging 36, 9 and 9. James Harden is averaging 20, 12 and 7.
But I think you brought up something, which is the others. The bench, I think, is where OKC has been hurt at when they come to this matchup. The Rockets bench seems to put up more numbers, and I think
got 5 players averaging over 10 points.
Well,
okay, when we talk
that
about the depth of their teams, think about who we're talking about for OKC, who definitely has a disadvantage there. Cameron Payne, Anthony Morrow.
Did Cameron Payne get traded?
I thought that was before the trade.
Okay. McDermott, Taj Gibson.
Canner. None of these names really excite me. Now you have the trade.
They don't have shooters.
And now you have Taj Gibson and you have McDermott and you have Grant.
Those are big.
Grant
is a slasher. Yo, the difference is going to be Houston's going to hit a bunch of threes. You basically got the 2 players that was battling for 6th man of the year on the same team now, because it was Lou Will and it was Eric Gordon right before the trade. Both top for 6th man of the year, and they both just sitting on the wing.
But the bench is far better.
Nah, Lou Williams is on Houston.
I'm gonna be interested
Gordon
to
was
hear this
starting. He
prediction.
couldn't have
This
been
is
a
gonna be
six.
fun.
No, when the season first started. No, when the season first started, he was off the bench. Once
right.
they traded for Lou Will, they moved him to the starting line.
If Houston loses, I'm gonna give you the reason why.
That'd be a shock, but
'Cause I don't
there's
think- I don't think they're
reasons.
gonna lose.
I
It
don't
can
think-
happen.
Go ahead.
I
What's
think
your
they
reason?
could lose.
What's
I
your
don't think they're
reason?
gonna lose.
What's your reason?
I know
If
exactly
Houston
what you're
loses, it's gonna be because of Mike D'Antoni and his system. That's the reason why they lose in the playoffs.
Listen,
But that might be the reason they win because look,
It could be, yeah,
look,
absolutely right.
they're gonna spread the floor. They're gonna run pick and roll. James Harden has the lane wide open. He gonna drive. If you close out, he gonna kick
let
to
me
a
ask
shooter.
this, guys. Is this series going to come down to who plays the best defense? If we ask ourselves that, Houston is going to be in trouble. Houston does not play good defense at all.
Does OKC play good defense?
No,
But they play
Donovan can-
better defense
They play
than
better
Houston.
defense than
But,
Houston.
but then OKC offense also sucks.
Whoa.
All right, not suck. Yo, they finished the league 16th in offense. Houston second behind Golden State.
Well, here's a question. Are you going to be burying threes and sitting on the wing and burying jump shots in the playoffs like that? It's a little tighter.
Let me add something here, because when you talk about, some of these numbers which you throw out, I want you to think about something.
Mm-hmm.
You're playing against some bad teams, and you talk about the regular season. When you talk about a series, it changes
Different.
because you have to start looking at the rebounding. Will Houston shoot the way they have been shooting
Right,
when the
that's my
playoffs
thing,
come?
that's my thing.
When the lights
Well, the
come
D'Antoni
on,
That's what I was
when
trying
the
to say.
lights
You
come
know
on,
what I was
it's the
trying to say.
same
Here-
team.
here's the
I think, but
playoff mantra.
you don't always have to shoot. You gotta look at the players they
But
got.
that's but
they
that's
got
their
players.
makeup.
No, they have players that can take you off the dribble.
But
you
that's
kick it out to
their
the wings
makeup.
to Eric
They
Gordon.
have the
Eric
most
Gordon,
three-point
he
shots
do a
in
pump
the
fake and
league.
go to the basket.
Can I
They
just
have
say
the
this?
most three-point
What's
attempts.
the biggest playoff mantra that we always hear every year? The playoffs?
Defense wins.
The game
The game slows down. It becomes a half-court
What
game.
happens to the Rockets when the game slows
But in your
down?
defense, I will say this: if you look at the difference between the East and the West during the playoffs, the West kind of stays the same.
Always stays the same.
The pace is still the same. The East
They're
slows
flying
down a
up
little
and down
bit
the
more,
court.
with the exception of somebody like
San Antonio, which has changed their pace now.
Right.
But let me say this: the Billy Donovan factor, will it play a part in this?
What Billy Donovan?
Billy Donovan's a good defensive coach. He's a good defensive coach, and this is the time when we'll see
Started
what they
smelling
have.
over the fish.
Oh man!
Somebody coming for their
Kill,
son.
kill.
Somebody coming for their son. Here
Okay,
we go.
so let's talk prediction. Who do you have winning this series? And how many
Jay.
games? No, you first. Go ahead, you first.
Who do we?
OKC versus Houston.
Woo! Wow. I gotta go 7 because I needed to go 7, and I need
You
the
got money on this?
entertainment. I need the entertainment. I need to call somebody. I gotta go on 7. And listen, I'm gonna go with OKC.
Nice.
What you got?
I usually pick the upsets on the panel, but I like what OKC's done this year. I'd hate to pick against Russell Westbrook, but I think, and you brought it up, the bench depth. Houston is just a better team. The guys that Harden are passing to are better than the guys that Westbrook are passing to.
Yeah, I forgot about James Harden in the playoffs. Go ahead.
Who you got?
So
Oh, go ahead.
I'm gonna take
That was a
Houston.
cheap shot.
I'm gonna take Houston and 7.
Houston is
Reluctantly though, I feel there's a little bit of reluctance.
reluctant.
What about you?
Houston is 6. Westbrook is gonna win 2 games by himself.
I'm gonna say OKC.
OKC. We knew that
I'm
was
going
coming.
to say OKC.
Wow!
Listen,
what a
I'm going-
surprise!
This man has on
OKC.
Russell Westbrook underwear right now.
This is a breakaway
Listen,
T-shirt with
right.
a Russell Westbrook jersey on the
listen.
Where's the Russell Westbrook tattoo?
Listen, I love the greatness, but at the end, let's talk about the Clippers Jazz.
You know what? My
It's
question.
just going to be a good. Oh, now hold on. Now wait, hold on.
Speaking
Hold
of
on now.
Oh, yeah,
Now.
I forgot about
we all know. We all
Now.
know.
forgot about
Hold on now. Okay, let's talk now.
Let's talk. Let's talk about it.
Clippers Jazz.
Clippers Jazz.
What you having, a sweep?
Nah, hell no. It ain't gonna be
Okay.
no sweep. Utah played too much defense for a sweep. I think Utah isn't as talented as the Clippers, but they do fall apart in the playoffs. The Clippers have been playing better basketball past couple weeks. I'm gonna go with the Clippers in 6. I won't be surprised if it goes 7. And that boy Gordon Hayward is gonna make a name for himself. If people don't know about him, Now they will know about him later.
What is the season record? What's the season?
3-1.
3-1, right? Clippers have pretty much, have they dominated those games?
Yeah, they've dominated those games.
I got the Clippers in 5.
Clippers in 5. What
Yeah,
you
I
got?
might wanna say
Because I'm going to go a whole nother way with this, but go ahead.
Oh my gosh.
Do you remember that scene in Rocky?
Oh, boy.
When he fights Gubba Lang and they interview him and he's like, "What's the prediction for this fight?" And he goes, "Pain."
Pain.
Well, I think there's going to be a lot of pain for Clippers fans.
Wow.
I'm going with another upset pick right here. I think if there's going to be any upset in the West, it's going to be Utah. And I'm going to tell you why. You know, you brought up Gordon Hayward, and I think he's a budding star, right? But the defense to me is
Their
what
defense
happens.
is crazy.
And I don't think the Clippers are really that healthy. And that's why I bring up the Rocky reference about the pain.
You wanna talk about
I don't think they're healthy right now, and I think that's going to hurt them in the first round.
Nah,
so I'm gonna go with Utah.
Utah's more hurt than the Clippers right now. Utah got a bunch of players playing hurt.
Well, let me
Favors-
piggyback off of what I've been hearing. Certain guys on the Clippers do not show up playoff time. Okay? So, the fact that we know this is a fact, that DeAndre Jordan is going to disappear in the playoffs.
Blake Griffin too.
Blake Griffin is going to disappear in the playoffs.
Jamal Crawford
will not hit shots in the playoffs.
and the coach's son.
How can you have the Clippers getting out of the first round against a defensive team like the Utah
Because of
Jazz?
Chris Paul, damn it.
You know why?
Let's say it. Let's just say it. Because of the point guard.
You're right, but in all
God.
honesty, if we can argue those points, but I just think that the Clippers' talent is going to, and
That's
athleticism.
it. Just
is
one
gonna-
time.
The question
Just one
always-
time.
I think
Now let's
that's
look
gonna
at
get
let's
them.
look at Utah's point guard.
Are they a legit contender?
That's
The Clippers are always in that category. Are they a contender?
Are they for real?
Let's wrap it up on this. Is it a foregone conclusion that we see San Antonio and we see Golden State in the Western Conference Finals?
I'm not saying that.
Is it a foregone conclusion?
I'm not saying that.
What do you think?
Yeah.
I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it.
Wow.
You wildin', bro.
Wow.
You wildin'. No, I'm not saying
Listen,
Come on.
I'm going to tell you that Houston, I'm going to tell you Golden State, I'm going to tell you San Antonio.
You-
All of those teams have
Not the Clippers?
potential. I'm going to tell you that I went with OKC to beat Houston.
Not the Clippers?
But, no, not the Clippers. I'm not a Clipper.
Yo, it would
All
be
right.
the Clippers
Listen.
Golden State in the second round.
Listen,
I would
everybody.
love it.
We will find out. The games are coming. Tune in. Let's watch the NBA playoffs because